An HOA president literally kicked down my cabin door while I was having a beer with the state's attorney general. She just committed 6 felonies in front of the one person in America who could throw her in prison. Wood splintering, designer heels clicking on broken glass. This woman in her $1,000 blazer stormed into my grandfather's cabin screaming about violations with zero clue she was live streaming her own arrest to 3,000 followers. 6 months earlier, I thought Karen was just a power-drunk neighbor. Turns out she was running a $4 million embezzlement scheme, and I was about to accidentally burn her entire criminal empire to the ground. My name is Marcus Henley. I'm 52, and after 30 years installing power grids, I'd finally earned retirement at my grandfather's fishing cabin on Clearwater Lake, 2 acres Pop bought in 1963 for $800. Hand-hewn logs, stone fireplace, completely off-grid with solar panels. Paradise. Then Delilah Cromwell arrived. Everyone called her that HOA psycho, fresh from California, driving a pearl-white Escalade with vanity plates reading Rule 1, wearing her HOA president badge like a sheriff's star. Her mission: transform our rustic lakefront into an upscale resort community. 3 elderly couples had already sold their cabins within 2 months of her arrival. Funny coincidence, right? Her first attack came on a Tuesday morning. Designer heels clicking on my dock at 7 a.m., taping a violation notice to my door. My weathered dock, the same one Pop and I built when I was 12, was apparently an eyesore threatening property values. Fine, $500. Compliance required within 72 hours. I explained my property predates the HOA by 40 years. Her response? Everyone on this lake answers to me, sweetie. Ask the Hendersons how fighting me worked out. The Hendersons, my elderly neighbors who'd mysteriously decided to downsize last month after 23 years. Within a week, I had 3 more citations with escalating fines. Then came the lawyers. Blackstone, Meyer, and Associates sent a cease and desist claiming my dock illegally extended into community waterway. They demanded $3,000 in retroactive fees and threatened a lien on my property. I remembered Pop's advice: when someone's trying to legal talk you out of your land, the truth is in the county records. At the courthouse, I found Pop's original 1963 deed. It included 50 feet into the lake. My dock wasn't trespassing, it was sitting on my property. Better yet, the HOA wasn't established until 1998, 35 years after Pop bought his land, but Karen escalated. She weaponized county bureaucracy against me. Building inspectors, environmental officers, fire marshals. Each false report created a paper trail making me look like a problem owner. She got herself on local news, positioning herself as a concerned citizen protecting the family-friendly lake environment. My lawyer, Buddy Chuck, mentioned the Attorney General's office was investigating HOA corruption statewide. Elderly homeowners hit with frivolous citations, property values artificially driven down, mysterious cash buyers swooping in. Ring any bells? I started digging into Karen's background. Her husband, Robert, wasn't just some state employee. He was Democratic Party treasurer, with access to development plans and zoning changes. I researched the HOA's finances. Over 2 years, they'd collected $280,000 for dock repairs never completed. Another $150,000 went to landscaping services from a company owned by Karen's brother-in-law, incorporated 3 weeks after she became HOA president. Insurance claims were fraudulent, too. The HOA claimed $95,000 in storm damage on days, with perfectly clear weather. Property management fees of $5,000 monthly went to Clearwater Property Solutions, a P.O. box in Karen's postal district. Karen wasn't just harassing me, she was embezzling from everyone while systematically driving down property values for a development scheme. The elderly couples who'd sold weren't just harassed, they were robbed twice. The Attorney General assigned 2 prosecutors to my case. They revealed FBI involvement. Agent Rebecca Torres from White Collar Crime had been tracking development fraud across the region. My documentation was the missing piece. We coordinated with 17 other lakefront families who'd experienced similar harassment. Together, we'd paid over $200,000 in bogus fines and assessments. The strategy: create a controlled confrontation. The Attorney General would announce new HOA reform legislation at my cabin. If Karen's pattern held, she'd absolutely try to disrupt it. We prepared everything: professional recording equipment, undercover officers. Multiple law enforcement agencies coordinated. Karen's communications were already monitored under warrant. We knew about her plan to live stream a confrontation with corrupt government officials. As Karen's walls closed in, her behavior went nuclear. She sabotaged my solar panels, cut my boat chains, poured industrial drain cleaner into my septic system. Each escalation provided more criminal evidence. The morning came. Attorney General Patricia Williamson arrived at 9 a.m., settling into Pop's recliner to discuss criminal charges. Then we heard Karen's Escalade roaring into my driveway. Crash! The door exploded inward. Karen stormed in with her phone held high, live streaming everything. I demand to know why the Attorney General is secretly meeting with this man. This is government harassment. The look on her face when Attorney General Williamson stood up and displayed her official ID was priceless. Her live stream captured the exact moment of realization. Mrs. Cromwell, Williamson said calmly, you have just committed multiple felonies in my presence, recorded by both my office and your own social media broadcast. FBI agent Torres stepped through the doorway. Mrs. Cromwell, you're under arrest for fraud, extortion, witness intimidation, and criminal harassment. Thanks to your live stream, we have your confession broadcast to 3,000 witnesses. Karen got 3 years federal prison, $340,000 in restitution, and a lifetime ban from any HOA board. Her husband got 18 months for conspiracy and abuse of office. The HOA dissolved. We formed the Clearwater Lake Volunteer Association instead. No mandatory fees, no citation authority, just neighbors working together. I received $45,000 in whistleblower compensation. Used it to establish Pop's legacy scholarship for trade school kids and a guest cabin for other harassment victims fighting their battles. Attorney General Williamson used our case to pass the Henley Act, requiring HOAs to undergo annual independent audits with criminal penalties for harassment-based property manipulation. Now I sit on Pop's porch watching sunsets, my solar panels humming peacefully. No more certified letters, no more inspection visits. Just the knowledge that sometimes, if you're stubborn enough and righteous enough, David really can beat Goliath.